I'm gonna do the cursed thing of having my own stream unmuted for a second just to hear. Test. Can you all speak as well? Is it picking up? Fuck, it's not picking up. Let me change my audio setting. Why? I fucking hate restarting my computer. Okay, try speaking now. Jesus. Oh, you motherfucker. Let's see. Settings. Yeah, but you don't hear yourself, do you? How about now?
Hello.
Testing.
Yep. It works.
Pog. Okay, cool. Epic. Okay, there we go. Only slight minor technical details. Fucking restarting.
Unactivated Windows.
Ooh, exposed.
I saw it.
Exposed. Okay, so today we'll be analyzing Haraway's game from an RD12 official, in which he is playing the Sand King hero, because we all love Sand King. Sand King is a very... Well, I think Sand King is a hero that there's lots of depth on, and he's pretty good this patch as well, so...
It's a very good this patch.
Especially this new patch, Pog. Mars getting nerfed still, smile.
True that.
No, it got buffed.
What?
They nerfed the mana cost, didn't they? Or they buffed the mana cost.
They nerfed the mana cost, didn't they?
It's
They
more
increased it by 10.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I misread.
Sanj,
XD,
I
fuck
wish.
Mars.
Yeah, fuck Mars. Gang. Okay, anyways, so we can, I guess, start with opening items.
You can start with either. You get a choice between opening items or the matchup, because both are reliant on each other, I think.
I suppose. So. Okay, so what are you expecting your matchup to be?
So I mean, I know I'm versus Weaver and Tinker at this point. I didn't know Tinker was the 5 in the draft, but I know Squidden is the 5. So.
Okay.
And I have Willow Sanking. So what are your thoughts on this matchup? Because I wasn't sure, because I haven't played versus many Weaver Tinkers.
Weaver Tinker.
Yeah.
That is very curious. I'm assuming that the Tinker doesn't do that much to stop you if you ever go on the Weaver, but their damage is also quite a lot at the same time.
Yeah.
So it feels like it's kill lane in either way, or it's a very it's very high damage on both sides, but not really much survivability on either side either.
Yeah.
Who would I back in that lane matchup? I think
whoever wins Century War.
Yeah, I guess. I think I back. Yeah, no, I guess it just depends on Century War. No, I think I can see it going either way. What about you, Harry? What did you think going into this lane?
My team thought it would be easy, or like relatively easy, and I was a bit more scared, because I've seen Tinker 4 in lane. I've laned with Tinker 4, and I felt that it's been super strong with the spam. It's very, very obnoxious, because it's almost global heat-seeking missiles that you spam that does a lot of damage on not the longest cooldown, I would say.
No, it's not that bad.
But I wasn't sure, because I haven't played much versus Weaver either, to be honest.
Weaver, big, strong, big Damahe, big everything, honestly.
Yeah, pretty strong.
It's
also we have the MMR advantage and the roll advantage in the lane, so everything else equal. If we're not bad, we should
win.
It's Sevect on the carry and Squidden on the +5. He's numbered immortal something.
Okay, fine.
I think. No?
Kappa.
Not anymore.
It was 6.4 in draft, I think, or something.
Okay.
Whatever.
So, with that in mind, what are your thoughts on how you want to be itemizing for this lane?
Well, I don't think this looks very pretty.
No.
But the general idea is I think Bracer is very good in this lane.
Yeah, I want to Bracer at some point, certainly. How much do you value a stick in this lane?
Much. I would, in retrospect, when I look back at the game, I don't know if I actually maybe change this up, because I definitely would want the stick.
Yeah, I was gonna say starting with
I
stick.
think an early, it's super good.
Yeah, I very much agree. But general idea of being high on regen and having a bracer, probably a stick there thrown in as well, is what I would back. And what's the reasoning behind holding the 150 gold?
I assume it is in case I want to change it up
Fair
to a
enough.
stick.
Okay. Then I suppose we can see the beginnings of this lane and the early movements. And your pos 4 has the ward? Yeah, okay, fine.
How do you guys usually do this? Are you doing player perspective or free cam?
Free
Player.
cam. Okay,
What?
well, player
Oh.
perspective then.
I did player when we did it last.
Then do player perspective. I mean, player
But
perspective lets us see what you
it's
see,
actually
so.
it's actually a lot better now. Because you can draw away from it and then just leave it for a bit and it goes back to player perspective.
Oh, okay, so you can...
So while it's paused, if you like drag your mouse away,
Wait, I'll drag my mouse away.
or like edge pan away from your perspective.
I can't. Wait, no, I accidentally tabbed.
How do you
stupid.
accidentally tab whilst trying to tab?
How do I drag it away?
What? Just edge pan. Hello?
Edge pan.
Use your mouse.
Shove it to
Yeah,
the
I'm
edge of the
doing it.
screen. Oh,
I'm
it doesn't
doing.
work? Maybe it doesn't work whilst pause. Unpause and try again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll unpause. I'll press
Oh,
F9.
fuck, it's them paused. I don't fucking know then.
How
Okay,
long will
maybe
you
maybe
pause?
they remove that.
It was quite long pause.
Bruh.
Koplatz Fran Spellet.
Okay,
Oh,
anyways.
it works.
Alright,
How
there you
do
go.
I-
Now leave it. See the bar at the top, and then suddenly, bam.
Oh, wow, poggers.
High tier content.
Sky knows what's up. Sky's a cameraman.
I test things.
True
Okay.
that, true that. Wait, what am I faring out?
Hopefully a stick.
A
Yeah,
stick,
stick.
okay,
Okay, that's fine.
Good
then.
job, good job.
Okay, so you want to do what early on this lane? Just shove it in?
So what I told Polar is we don't have a nuke on this lane. So
No, you
this strat is a bit worse, but I just wanted to push in, get an early level 2, because then we
Mhm.
can actually play aggressive.
Mhm,
I don't
mhm.
see us doing anything aggressive at level 1.
No, at level 1, you guys feel giga weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like you kind of do very little and have very little
Yeah.
threat on anything. So I agree with shoving in. All cool there. Okay. Fine.
Wait, do we watch on max speed or
Normal speed.
Normal.
normal speed?
Normal. If you get bored,
And
you
I just tell
1.5.
Polaris here to spam click the
Yeah.
creeps, basically.
Change it to CS on side, not net worth.
Okay, where is it? This?
There you go. Oh,
Lucky
look
for
at
you,
that.
no?
Perfect CS. 4 and 0. This guy's built different. Okay, so your pos 4 is taking a shit ton of damage, but fair enough. Oh, even got the sentry duel. Nice.
Nice find.
Now I want to keep doing what I did first.
Why'd you drag back though?
Here? I don't want to be
Yeah.
too exposed because I know my plus 4 can't really help me.
Okay, that was a nice range creep, I guess.
I mean, another reason to drag back is the pos 4 was super harassed. So,
Yeah,
like,
and so am I. To be honest, I should be faring out more region here.
yeah.
And not.
I also don't like. So you buy. Okay, so you buy the ROP, right? And
Yeah.
it's like something I consider. I mean, you know, versus Weaver, it's kind of pog because Weaver clicks you a shit ton.
Yeah.
But just in terms of like raw value, like I don't even think ROP is actually good if like earlier than a bracer if the lane is like pure right click effectively.
Yeah.
Because if you just do the maths, the extra armor is oftentimes not worth that much in comparison to just the HP in the region. Especially given that you have two heroes who are still doing a bunch of magic damage as well, which the ROP does nothing for.
Yeah, and I think in general, if you want to start with a ring of protection, I could have that instead of the gauntlet.
Yeah, if you're really convinced that ROP is the way to go,
Yeah.
which I think is already a rare situation, especially, I mean, it's good versus Weaver event, well, later on in the lane, but early on in the lane, it's still mostly the Shikuchi, especially since the Tinker is also going to be spamming spells on you.
Yeah.
So, I'm not too big a fan of the ROP. I just think it's slightly inefficient.
I would
But,
agree.
okay.
I don't remember my reasoning, so it's probably some automatic.
I always think about going ROP versus Weaver, because, you know, it's fucking Weaver.
Yeah.
But-
Okay,
And I
now
assume-
the lane is in a their lane is pretty rough at this point. I'm
Yeah.
almost out of region. My position 4 is out of region, and they have
Yep.
quite a lot of region still.
I mean, yeah, that's still strong, and your ability to pressure is kind of, well, limited.
Negligible.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have any region, in retrospect, I probably should have had a salve at the start.
Yeah.
Because right now I can't do any aggro move. Because then I either die or I have to abandon the lane.
I would have preferred tangos, set of tangos and a salve rather than two sets of tangos, especially
Yeah.
in this lane, because it's very prone to, you know, taking a big chunk of damage at one time, and then it's
For sure.
hard to recover with just tangos.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're dragging it back because we want to be very safe. Blah, blah, blah. And I assume, to some extent, what are your thoughts going forwards into the game? I assume the fact that you're buying a ROP means at some point you're intending to go Sol Ring in the lane, or not?
I think
Or
it's
just
just a
casual?
casual ROP.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not especially in like lanes where you're trading a lot. I'm not a fan of Soul Ring.
Because I could see a world, like if I'm looking at this, I can see a world where I choose to, I'm kind of going Tranquils and Sol Ring, and just kind of saying my pos 4, you can fuck off and do other things on the map, and I'm just gonna get what I can get, kind of thing. And this is this is the classic offlane thing of I really want to greed to get my full item, and I'm not gonna buy a Sal. And then you're just sitting there.
Or fare out my small items.
Yeah,
meanwhile.
exactly. And you're just sitting there with 200 HP, being like, ah, damn. I wish there was some kind of way to heal.
Yeah, the only redeeming part is that they're pushing it in.
Yeah. So the lane is coming to a good place.
Oh, is he getting the... That's a good pull.
Yeah.
I'm trying to... Ooh, yeah. That's good.
Yeah. Are you tanking outside the tower? Okay, fine. Oh, the Weaver managed to drag it back. Okay.
Yeah, so I think I'm now just gonna push it in, because he will just stabilize it. That's my idea, at least.
I think you could have just held it.
I personally think you could have just held there as well.
So there's a thing that I noticed. I noticed pros do. I can't find the clip now, but like if you go back like 10 seconds to when you were holding it.
How can you go back in an easy way anymore?
It's like 30. It's like the little arrow, but it's like 30 seconds.
This one.
Yeah. Oh, they changed it to 10. They changed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Anyway, so like doing it here, and then what I've seen people like Ice do.
Oh, you mean half the wave?
No. They take the wave, right, and then they bring when it meets your creeps. Obviously, your creeps are still going to push it because it's a bigger wave. But they would drag it all the way to where Polarize is. So they would just keep aggro pulling, keep aggro pulling, keep aggro pulling. And that creates the distance that allows like the wave to meet closer to your tower. Because they have to walk so much further to get back to lane.
Another alternative is, depending on where the Tinker is, you can just have the creep wave off to the left and drag it into your wave so only the last melee creep and the last range creep go, and only let the two melee creeps go past.
Yeah.
So the two melee creeps are going to die to the wave, and you get to deny that, and your lane equilibrium is still going to be back at your tier 1.
That also works.
But that's very dependent on where the Tinker is, and given your relative strengths, if the Tinker does come and fuck with you, then that might not necessarily be possible.
Yeah, because my assumption here was that he would tank this wave, keep equilibrium here, and then I would tank here, and then it wouldn't really do much of a difference.
On you to some extent.
Except for me taking damage, and him taking damage, but it's worse for me to take damage at this point in the lane.
Do you think it's worse for you to take damage?
Because I'm lower, like, and he has a salve, tinker, and shit. Like, they still have resources. I don't have any resources on this and this, and my courier is here.
Because I think it's close. Like, I can see what you're saying, but I think it's close simply because it's a Weaver who really doesn't like fucking tanking waves.
For sure.
And you can be in tower. You can be in tower aura with tower regen, and you have bracer regen, and you have the ROP, so you're like quite good at tanking the wave.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I can see what you mean.
Because the other idea, I'm not. I think because he probably saw me push this in, and then he just took it on the tower.
Yeah.
And then my play is useless.
Yeah.
Because the idea is to push this in quickly, so he gets double waved here, so he pushes on the tower and fucks the equilibrium again.
But
I do agree with you. In retrospect, optimal play is to try to keep it in a. Oh.
And did they deward your observer? I assume they did.
I guess so. I can scroll back, but I don't know if it's...
No, I mean, if it's not there, then it's not there, and if it's on your pos 4, then yeah. But that makes it quite... Okay, well, your Polarize is back up to full HP. Willow plays in lane. Thank you, Barg.
Yeah, I'm not committing for this.
I feel like you could have just stunned.
No, I should, yeah.
You haven't used a single spell all game.
All game?
All lane so far. Like, you're 3 minutes in, you haven't used a spell yet.
Yeah, this is why I'm apprehensive to do it, though. They have so much spam.
So, you took the second point in Q because you wanted to start being aggressive, right?
It was literally to try... I think I took it this... Yeah,
okay,
I took it here because I saw an opportunity. Otherwise, I would go W.
Yeah, okay.
It's like here, I'm like, oh, okay, this is not kill. Then he keeps walking into mazes.
Yeah. Wait, was he blocked? No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he's blocked. No, he was. He was.
The creep walked slightly past. I think there was a world in which you could probably have blocked it, but But
But
yeah,
he,
no,
wouldn't,
okay.
he would like the damage from Caustic.
But yeah, so the Q skill there is fine because you can think you can get a kill, but apart from that, you would take W just because you don't think the lane is going to be like you think the lane's going quote unquote relatively poorly, and you'd rather just have
Yeah.
the okay, fine.
I'm swapping to net worth now because I think I'm throwing out more consumables than they are. So I don't think me being highest is representative. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one.
Did you have where the Weaver was on your? Can you go back to like when you turn for it?
I see on the minimap.
Okay. And was the Weaver on cooldown on Shukuchi? I guess he was
No.
really far away because like if he Shukuchis immediately, that is kind of scary. I get no. You have brambles. Okay, you have brambles.
Oh, he was close.
He was close. That's my only fear because like that is
He
actually
went-
close to being a
So
kill.
if you path left instead of right through the roots,
Hmm.
Oh, nice pathing though, Civic.
it was
Like
nice,
that is
yeah.
very close to being a kill. So I'm just saying that the risk reward ratio of this is, I mean,
Hmm.
it turned out completely fine, but it was to some extent. Maybe if the Weaver's in a slight, I mean, okay, you saw the Weaver's far away in lane, so therefore you're happy to go for it. But if the Weaver's slightly further up, or even quicker reactions, then it's probably not worth to
Yeah.
go for because you can get
Because I
fucked.
think I think the idea is that I have no resources here. I have no
Yes.
HP.
Yeah.
So my only play here is to try to trade some.
Yeah.
And go get my. I think I have a salve on its way.
I mean, you have full mana, so you want to be using it in some form, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, the Tinker's just going to get away with being unkillable forever.
Otherwise, Sky says things like, "I haven't used my spells."
Yes, exactly. Oh, the
It's poor.
efficiency. We're switching out the bracer. That's lit.
Yeah.
These poor spells, they want love. Imagine not using half a resource bar.
True. God. Now I really wish I had a W as well.
You're still so fucking low.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd really like Tranquils in this lane and just be 1-1-1, but
Yeah.
because I don't know. It feels like to me in this lane. What's the exact timing on Q and root? Is it enough to get the Curse Crown off or not?
Should be. Oh, Curse Crown, probably not.
No, 4 seconds, and then Bramble Maze is 1
1.
second, and this is
Yeah, not good.
No,
It gets
it's
2
not.
eventually. So yeah, you're, like
Yeah.
realistically, I think the kill threshold in this Weaver is very low,
Yeah.
and they have very like a low risk harass on you, so they can just freely tell you to fuck off every so often.
Yeah.
Which of course Tranquils would alleviate slightly. Okay, so we're getting boots, fine, more regen, yep, cool.
I think this is a good get. Like, even if I kill Tinker at my level 2, is that worth it? If we just look at what happened to the lane by not going in early Sandstorm.
If it was First Blood, I'd be happy with it.
It would have been, I think. I don't remember. Who
If
got...
it okay, so if it was First Blood, I'd be happy to like tank a worse level 3 effectively in exchange for
Yeah.
First Blood, just because it is a big deal. I mean, it's 400 gold, right? And that's like 4 salves if you want to think about it like that.
Yeah. And it's a snowball lane.
Yeah, exactly. But if it's not a First Blood, then I'm strongly considering it. Whether it wouldn't have been, says your mid laner.
I think also considering
I
that
forward to pull here way too late.
Yeah, okay.
considering that you won the Sentry War, you know,
Yeah, you want to be abusing Sandstorm even more as
because
well.
you de-warded 2 of them. It's a nice stun.
Here I scream at my Polaris to hit the creep because I am blinded.
Does it make a difference though?
Well, that's
I
quite a
don't-
combo. No, it doesn't. You needed Sandstorm.
There's some difference.
It's more damage on the Weaver, but
It's a
doesn't die
slow as well.
regardless.
I
Guess,
guess slow doesn't matter.
but I don't think
Yeah.
it makes a difference.
Yeah. Is it worth rewinding? Is there?
To re-see it.
Is it
Yeah.
a slow?
The
It's,
explosion.
think
it's
so.
not an attack speed slow, but it's a movement speed slow.
Oh, okay.
So I assume it just says slow down, but I assume that's only movement speed.
Yes.
Right.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's the ulti that's slows attack speed as well.
Oh, I thought you meant Swarm.
Oh,
That's why I was confused. Yeah, move speed for Caustic.
Does he have any points in Swarm? No, right?
Well, yeah, he just used
He
it to
does.
kill Harroway.
Oh yeah, okay. Me dumb. Sorry. Brain no work. Good. So yeah, realistically, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Swarm's just super stupid in lane.
Yeah.
But I think I need to recognize here that I need to play a lot more passive until I have my W up.
Yeah.
Because it is level 1.
I mean, once he's okay. I mean, realistically, once he's level 5, then he's gonna have high. I mean, he's gonna
Yeah.
be super fucking high damage, right?
Yeah.
So 5 tends to be a power. Well, not necessarily a power spike, but like Weavers go ham on 5.
Yeah.
Just in terms of damage. So if you're not killing him, like guaranteed, then he's gonna be killing you if you take a fight.
And I was 1 point from getting my level 5.
Yeah.
I probably would have gone W, so it wouldn't have mattered. But
Especially with Javelin.
yeah. True. Okay, let's go back
Yeah,
to
so-
the.
So lane's in a good place for him. He's just hitting creeps. He's
Yeah, but
rich. He's low HP.
Now,
though.
yeah, now I'm sort of fine because now 2 points in W feels
Yeah.
so much better because the
So
cooldown.
the lane is now going to be, in going forward from here, going to be a lot better position for you.
Yep.
Especially given there's a sentry right there in lane for you as well.
Yep.
And then you can, okay, pulling versus Sand King is epic because you do the do if it's a big pull. Oh shit.
Where's the? Oh no, they don't have work. Okay, now they do.
Okay, we forced out thingy. That's lit. You're hitting the creeps. Okay,
Oh, they placed another sentry.
another. Yeah.
I hope I queue here. Maybe I don't recognize that they placed another sentry. Oh, and they're not chasing for some reason.
I think it's because the sentry was placed too low. Like they have one
But
far
they
off to
placed
the
one
right,
here and one here.
far off to the right, and one down, right? Or am I crazy? Oh, it was
One
even
here
further
and one
left.
here.
Okay, so they do have
Yeah.
vision. Yeah.
Man, this new replay feature where you can do this and then go back is super cool.
Pog replay features actually becoming good slowly. The
Yeah.
dream. Okay, and you're going hood this game.
Seems like it.
So you're going
Not sure if
hood
I'm gonna change it
for.
up.
Okay, so the theory behind hood is Mars, Tinker,
I hate
kind
it.
of DP, Rubik.
Yeah, we'll see if I keep it. I don't
I
remember.
would not like hood this game.
I think Yule's better.
Do I commit? See, do you see the pointer? Oh, I was so close to clicking. I didn't click it.
I mean, I'm super fine with like early blink this game as well.
Yeah, I changed it to early blink.
Because Tinker gets fucked, Weaver gets fucked, Mars. I mean, if you can interrupt the Mars initiation, he gets fucked. DP doesn't care that much, and Rubik kind of depends.
So Sky, are you against an early hood in general, or because I'm having a poor game? Or are you against? So I'll rephrase. Are you against an early hood in this game in general, or because I'm having a poor game?
I don't like it this game.
Me too.
I think it's listed.
Okay.
I think it doesn't actually keep you alive a lot of the time.
I think a lot of their heroes look like their magic damage, but they're realistically their magic damage is enough that you can survive by buying strength items like Halberd.
I mean,
I'm not sure I agree with that, but I agree that I shouldn't buy hood, and that's why I'm not building it. But I'm not sure I agree.
Early Blink's definitely better. I like that. Both
Yeah.
for the fact that your lane's been kind of scuffed and also, kill potential. And
Oh,
stuff.
this is such a
Always
sad
nice.
TP. But I think I want to swap lane at this point.
yeah, swapping lane is fine.
This Weaver went top as well.
Yeah.
And I do have 3 points in Sunstorm.
Do you catch this skill? I guess you do.
Yeah, I do.
Especially with that. Okay. Oof.
Trying to leave it for him, but... Yeah,
Some people don't want to take it. Don't miss dagger if you want to kill.
Oh, bounty.
Also, the fact that Spectre... Does Spectre have TP? I mean, this is
Probably
not you at
That's
this
why
point.
yeah, that's why I'm beelining. I'm taking a little camp on the way.
Because, like, the Spectre doesn't want to be up here, I don't think.
Yeah.
And
But
that's
it's
not
not...
your
does
job
Spectre have TP?
either.
No, it doesn't have a TP. And
No.
can I ping this? Can you see?
The TP
That's
cooldown.
okay. Yeah, TP cool.
If
and
you
we
hold
lost
alt,
mid-
hold alt.
Have I leveled? Oh, yeah. I leveled.
No, hold alt, and it will show you the TP cooldown.
Oh, really?
It should do. Yeah, there. So
Cool.
Oh no, it just shows that Spectre doesn't have one. Okay. Under the hero bar.
So we lost our mid tower.
Super
that
early,
was due to
DP ult.
a different... Nah, I mean, it's a more team thing that
Okay.
we're not really interested in, because we're we're reviewing the offlane
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah. No,
That
I
it
mean,
was some
agreed.
miscommunication where our mid told our position 4 to come mid and defend, and our position 4 didn't come mid to defend. So we lost our
Yeah.
mid. Not to the. I mean, DP was there and took the tower, but we would have 100% defended otherwise.
Yeah, I don't.
Because
Looking at this
Yeah,
game,
sorry.
I don't think it's your specific job. Or I wouldn't expect it to be yours to defend the mid
Yeah.
tower. Certainly not.
the thing is, yeah, sorry.
Well, certainly not this early. Yeah.
The thing is, I can, and I probably would have
Hmm.
if there weren't the miscommunication. Because right now I want to hold. I know how this DP is gonna play. It's Pompo. Pompo is literally just gonna run the towers when he has his ulti up every time. It's gonna go first mid and then the offlane tower. And I'm telling my team this. That's why I'm also probably not gonna TP bottom or some shit. I'm gonna wait and probably go top after a while because I see Pompo top, and I have max sandstorm. So yeah.
Okay, so we go top again. This do be kind of sad though. The TP top into walk mid, TP top.
Yeah, for sure.
But okay, fine.
I blame the Spectre.
I also blame Spectre.
Here, I think I tell my team that you don't need to stay here.
Yeah, they should be
unless they
fucking
come.
off. They should
Especially if
100% be fucking
Yeah,
off.
I'm TPing bottom. I'm picking bottom.
Yeah. Like, you literally have 5 heroes in your woods right now.
Yeah.
And that's very sad, because, like, it's hard for them to dive you, especially with their heroes, right? They're not going to have
Yeah.
blinks or anything yet, I hope. So, there's no way to get on you, and you're just going to be sitting Sandstorm in tower, so they can fuck off and do
Yeah.
whatever, and it doesn't make a difference. Like, they can TP react, but...
I had this in the pub earlier.
What do you have?
Just subs who sit AFK.
No.
It's a little frustrating.
Fair enough.
It's very frustrating.
Because all your XP's halved as well.
Yeah.
And it's 12 minutes, and sure your tide's 5, but...
I mean, also your tide's taking farm that you want to be taking.
Yeah, that's what I'm going here.
Yeah. When your +5 is sitting in the camp you want to farm, you're like, ah! Okay, so regardless, the point being how we're holding top tower, waiting to get blink, and when we get blink, we can do something, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And again, it's not to stay top for the sake of farming. I mean, that's a bonus at this point, but this is where DP wants to play.
Yeah, I mean, they want to take your tier 1 top, because as
Yeah.
long as that's there, your jungle's a lot safer and they
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
be there, so.
This is me out of position, by the way.
You are high up, yes. Was there any way you queue under the thingy, or were you silenced too quickly?
Probably. Yeah, I think I definitely.
Oh, you
had
channel ulti, okay. Epic. Didn't you? Or am I
Epic
crazy?
Center.
Epic enter.
Enter, yes.
I would have borrow struck through them.
Yeah.
Don't know if that was...
No, I would have done the exact same and died.
Oh yeah, you still die.
No.
'Cause
I agree.
I'm running immediately away there, and I don't channel out either. Like I'm just running up continually, and the moment I see arena, I'm waiting to try and queue because I know that's how the only thing a Mars can do.
Pickpole will have saved you.
Pigpole, Pog, more like Pogpole.
I'm falling in love with Pickpole, genuinely.
I mean,
It's
it's
so
a
much
good
fun.
item.
I tell my team to go top.
You want to hold it? Okay.
Yeah.
Do they
Because
have
I'm
DP
pretty sure
ult?
we can. Because I'm responding really fast.
Yeah.
I'm telling Nick as
Okay,
well. Nick is
okay.
running.
Your tide not having
No.
TP makes this kind of sad, and if
Yeah,
the
'cause
DP
he
has
doesn't
ult,
rev it.
I think the DP just ulted before, and this tower is gone, and you don't have an opportunity to defend it
Yeah, but
meaningfully.
here I sell 2 items to get blink.
Okay, that's fine. You're making a play like this. Okay. Okay, that
This
is
tide-
the worst DPL
Okay.
I've seen in my life.
Yes.
Okay, so the issue with that is that you don't DPL in the middle of a fight, you DPL around before it, like when you're taking an
That was a
objective,
panic.
before a fight.
Come on, Pigpole.
Go!
This
And
is
you
not a
catch him.
kill, regardless, I think. If Ember...
If you keep vision.
Oh, if the
Yeah,
whoa,
unfortunately.
no, fade time was too quick, or not fade time, setup time with the brambles was too quick, too slow, rather. But okay,
I'm not
I mean,
sure why
it's
I'm flipping Tinker, but...
Toxic.
toxic. It's a nice fight. It's a nice fight. I don't think it should have been, but given that they didn't use DPL, then it's fine. And you still have
Yeah.
Ravage, and they don't have DPL, so that's like very good for your next fight.
Yeah, and what I would say is that even if it's not a nice fight in terms of us getting kills, I don't think there is any way for them to push into us. So I think regardless, we stave off their aggression.
I think they DPL when they walk at the tower and the tower dies, and then they walk away. Realistically,
I mean, I was up at that point.
Can you go back?
Yeah.
Or
Well,
they
it's
just. I mean,
14:36.
they knew the fight was coming because of Nick. So they should have just DP ulted as soon as they saw the
Not that far
tide was
back.
moving.
Okay, here. Or go back 10 seconds even. So right now, 10 seconds left on you. They can 100% be DPing ulting. And by the time you're there, so that's, well, 15 seconds later. Yeah?
Wait, I'll actually go back a bit further.
Sure.
Yeah, so...
I mean, they can DP ult here as well, right?
Yeah.
Like, if they're of the mind they want to take this tower, which I think is correct for them to do, they just DP ult.
So this is them being greedy, because
Yeah,
they
this
see no one, and they're
yeah.
like, oh, we can get it for free.
Yeah, basically.
I think they're conditioned.
I mean,
Everyone thinks dead lane tower, no one will defend.
I
these
mean,
days.
if I'm a DP, then I would just
press it.
yeah.
It's level 1, no one cares.
Did they even see my TP here?
Maybe he was really trying to greed it for level 2.
Yeah, it's possible. What's the scaling on CD? On DPL level 2? Nothing.
Good.
What do you mean good? There's no
Good.
fucking cooldown increase change. So yeah, it's just giga greed. So you just
Yeah.
it's just bad to not DPL there. Or
Wait, I need a minute. Bear pack.
okay.
Or be on Yules, or strength treads.
Yeah.
But we're not critiquing this.
So yeah, so it's for Haraway, Mr. Napa. So this is just a matter of you know, it's a good TP to defend, to hold. Ignore the quality having died just now. We're on player
Okay,
perspective.
sorry, I'm back. I was selling my share, apparently.
Fair enough.
Not the one I'm selling.
GME?
Okay, I'm back.
No?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
GameStop?
GameStop? Any GameSop fans? Bye. Can only go
I've
up.
got mine.
Yeah, you do.
Waste of money.
You still have them?
I've got one. I've only ever had one.
Value. Okay, so regardless, you have Blink, and what are you thinking now? What's the next side you want to go?
Okay, I'm sad about top.
What, the fact it's dying?
Yeah, because I told my team that we really want to keep holding top.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the whole thing we just did is for nothing.
Yeah.
But at some point, you do need to let it go. But
I mean, you should hold it until the next DPL. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And then you force a DPL for it, and then you're like, okay, cool, epic, and you walk away.
But I think what I would have wanted,
Mhm.
I should have probably sticked around in this area, and I wanted my team to ward here
Mhm.
and stick around in this area. So as soon as they see DP come up, we do the exact same thing because we have
Sure.
Blink on me. We're pretty strong. We still have Ravage.
Yeah.
And we know that if DP comes here, they want to push and they want to fight. It's such an easy base for us to take a fight.
Yeah.
And we don't need to bleed this tower because then we've bled this tower, and suddenly the game is pretty rough, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, your map is looking not great.
Okay, I'm going back for the hood, apparently.
I, again, don't like this. Or in general, I don't like going, like, some kind of, like, Vanguard or Hood tanking a style item after Blink. I tend to think that's... I don't personally like it, but...
I sort of like it.
My personal opinion is that, like, the main utility of these tank items, it makes you very unkillable. Like, it makes you borderline unkillable at the beginning phases of the game. But if that same item comes into existence 2,000 net worth later, then the unkillable is far less.
Yeah, but I think in this game, my idea, like what I was thinking, is that it's a really good hood game. I didn't agree with Sky, but I felt that I really needed Blink, and then I'm going hood, and then I'm probably going Yules.
Sky, where would you have gone? Just Yules, or
this game?
Yeah, after the Blink.
Or in general?
After the Blink.
I like Yules for the dispel. I like it for the fact that you can potentially dodge like a Mars combo.
Yeah.
Good for getting away from fast heroes like DP.
I mean, I 100% would be going Blink for Yules here. But...
Yeah, Yules is definitely mine. I think Yules into BKB.
Yules
maybe a Lotus. Kind of depends on how... Well, or Howard. Kind of depends on how out of control the Weaver is in comparison to the other team. In comparison to the teammates. So like if the Weaver's popping off, I'd go Howard. And just have to acknowledge that you need to play really smart. Yules is good though.
Again, your Spectre being top is kind of sad, and your team.
Yeah, I'm calling my team to go bottom.
Yeah,
I really wanted the support to have playing with me bottom.
Yeah.
Because then I actually have kill potential on anyone who shows, and they
Yep.
can't be farming this. Because especially if we bled 2 towers, we need to
Do
play this
something.
side of the map
Yeah.
to alleviate pressure from Spectre. Otherwise, he's super gankable.
Yep.
And now they come, but I'm telling them it's too late. You need to back.
Who's top? Weaver.
Because they saw them all running in, so it's
Yeah.
so easy for them to make a counterplay.
Oh, and
I think I would.
Wards.
I think I would have just gone on that Tinker.
The issue with that is that Tinker, like, you're killing a +5.
Yeah, it's completely irrelevant, but like
I guess.
I don't know, a little bit of injection, a little bit of
You'd have Spectral.
just pressure, I
could
guess.
see it. I could see it. But
This guy shit. He's baiting, but like, should still
I'd
kill
be
him.
happy. I'd be.
I think I'm calling the fight here.
I'd be happy
I
to go
hope
on
I
this.
am.
Yes.
Yes.
Pog, holding the Q to get the more important target. Very poggers.
This is
It would have
good.
been even more progress if I hit both.
Both, yeah, but you know, you're only human.
Pick ball?
Anyway.
Big pull, big pull.
Big
Ball.
Even whipping the mango in.
Mango in. Detection. Blink. Stun.
Oh,
Pogchamp?
look at that blind stun.
Very close, very close.
Okay, and now
He's
you can press it
stunned in
down.
Swedish. Bedwood.
No. Bedövad.
Bless
That's what
you.
he said. Hello.
Do you want to try again?
Bedwood.
Yeah, perfect.
Like Edward, but in
British.
bed.
A very cheap suburb to London.
You're
Well,
chasing
my-
this DP very far across the map.
My
Yeah.
French teacher used to say I sound like a taxi driver speaking French.
I do not like this chase
Yeah.
because you've
I
sacked
agree.
all the bot,
Oh,
everything.
oh. Sorry, what did you say?
I
Sorry,
don't think
haters.
I don't think like
It's not good,
It's not
regardless.
good
and the
either.
fact that you're getting punished
Oh.
shows you how bad it was.
Haters, haters.
Yeah, yeah. Press your hood. You
I don't
Ember?
have mana
Passive
for it.
hood,
I don't
fog.
have mana for it. No, I don't have mana for hood and stuff.
Ember? Is that
But-
you?
I think that realistically the best case scenario for you here is what? Okay, so I think the scenarios here are you get the DP kill and just clean, and it's like okay, fine, but there's a lot of risk associated with that.
Yeah.
And instead you could be controlling the bot jungle and you can pressure mid, and you can gain map control. This kill or these kills gain no map control. In fact,
For sure.
you lose it, right? Because just like a minute ago you were bot as 5 near that tier 2, and now you're in your base.
Yep.
So
I
it's
definitely agree. I think it's a super bad place to play on the map.
Yeah.
I get it's one of my pet peeves as well. People making plays in this area.
Yeah.
Like ever, because they're like sure if you want to defend this tower, or if you're very behind and you want to win the team fight, that's fine. But you shouldn't willingly play in this area.
I mean,
If you're
Bog
forced
is,
to, that's a different thing.
Bog is right that it's Spectre space. That is true, but
True.
I think the Spectre would still have space if you're playing bot tier 2 and mid tier 1 as well. I think Spectre would still have sufficient
Yeah.
space, even if that were the map you're playing. And to some extent, actually, I think that there might be a world where if they see that you're chasing the DP forever, they can make a play on your Spectre as well. Okay.
Hood coming in
Fire
strong.
in mid.
Big
Looks
ball.
good. Ravage. Bog. Got the DP.
Oh, why are you playing into this? He's spooky.
That's why I'm pig pulling out. Everyone else is dead though.
I mean, yeah, you're just delaying the DP. It's fine. Ooh. Ooh. Can you kill a DP?
Now you get him.
Do you die to a Q?
But we can still go back because I probably could have done different things. Like we win the fight obviously, but that doesn't mean I played it correctly. Those are two different things, I think. We'll
So-
see. Okay, I'm vibing here.
Better bad.
That's better.
It's because he has an O in there. Not
I can actually
Bedwood.
spell it. I can actually spell it because I saw what it reads.
Okay, so he got thingied and he died. Okay, so you
Frank-
chasing there is obviously subpar because
Yeah.
this
Can ulti way faster there as well.
it's a good stun to intro the Mars, but yeah, you can have ultied the slightly quicker.
Yeah.
Okay, you cancel the ulti, fine. The Weaver dies to literally nothing, epic. And then,
Can Weaver ult whilst rooted like that?
no, I want to say?
I think it can.
I don't fucking know, dude. Probably,
Think you-
knowing Weaver. And I hope someone's screaming take tower right now. Because I see a lot of people walking away from the tower.
I mean, I think I think we all remembered it. Oh,
Oh,
greed.
thank
greed.
God you can cancel the ult.
Yeah. Pig pull. Pig pull. Oh, you don't need.
Oh, look at that. You were But did oh no, I don't even want to try.
Just through the stun. It was
Through
good.
the stun, it's insane. And you go for the Yules now, which I like for. Okay, this ult, that's good. Very poggers. The chains into that was sick. Oh, he gets the ult off. But we
Wow,
couldn't.
Weaver, what a hero!
Yeah.
Amazing.
He's
Your
still
burst
dead.
is
He's still dead.
nullified.
Cool. So short of Weaver being a bounce here, it was very good knowledge to turn the ult there and playing around with your Ember. And it kind of looks like they're just trying to, like, what it looks like right now is that they could have just sacked that mid-tier 1 and not taken a fight, realistically, and even just sacked their Rubik Death. But instead they decided that they wanted to fight after that, well, messy start without that DP, and they got punished super hard for it, right? Because now your 2 cores are very strong, especially after the Weaver Death.
Yeah, this was a very unnecessary goal, though.
Going out of the tower, it was you lingering way too long, agreed.
Yeah.
But overall, I'm still super happy with the trades.
Yeah. I'll put in a disclaimer. I don't know how much more interesting this game will be.
It's okay. I'm sure there's something. I'm sure you make many more mistakes. We can pick them up.
True that, true that.
Shivas?
I like Shivas.
We like Shivas? I don't like Shivas.
Why don't you like
Are you
Shivas?
Shiva's hater? Conceptually or this game?
This game.
Why?
Okay.
I think the better armor item is Lotus.
Do you think it's better?
This game, I do. Extra dispel, extra, you know.
Isn't the one?
It is a good Lotus game, sort of.
I mean, it is okay. Lotus is fine, agreed. But isn't okay? The way I look at this is the hero they actually have a hard. They should actually have a hard time killing is a DP, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Like that's the one hero that actually doesn't have a meaningful way to die. Mars is gonna die just in general if the fight's going poorly, and Weaver will get bursted if the fight's going well. Whereas the DP shouldn't be dying in either of those two ways. I think DP is the hero that's going to be surviving the fight, and if DP survives the fight, then you're in big problem. And the way you stop DP from starting a fight is, well, regen reduction, right, to some extent. And also, again, the armor is obviously lit this game. I'm probably fine with Shiva this game.
Okay.
Again, Lotus is a completely fine alternative.
Overruled. I see.
No, I mean,
Assault Crest?
Assault Cuirass, God no. Assault Cuirass, bad.
Pokey,
Don't go
pokey,
Assault
pokey.
Cuirass. What else could you go? I mean, you can go Shard as well. Shard's, you got Shard, right? Just
Did
now,
I
it's on
do I have it
Korea.
on its way? I hope, because I think, yeah,
Yeah.
I
Shard's fine. I mean, Shard's just a good item. Who cares?
We do
Yep.
love Shard.
remember when it was shit.
Yes. And then they made it good. Yes.
Yeah,
epic.
that's super good.
They gave it free talent, Pog,
Yeah.
and they made it better, Pog. It's blessed. Okay,
Walk
so-
around.
Yeah.
Do damage.
So they're sitting mid, whatever, you're taking this tier 2 out for bot for free. Them sitting mid is obviously kind of a grief because they're showing 3 heroes mid doing literally
Yeah.
nothing. And that means that their map is currently, well, their tier 1 top down to aligned to their mid tier 2 and that's it. That's their map, which is kind of shit. So you don't want that.
Spooky smoke. Into higher ground.
Hey? Did you see someone?
I must have, right?
Vac? Live on stream? Vac?
Yeah. For do you see a minimap?
Yeah, but to epi that.
You pussy Sky? I'd epi that. I can see it. If you know who it is.
Does
Yeah.
he have, because he doesn't have blink on Mars.
What the fuck does he have?
Who is that?
Okay, do you want to
Oh
talk about
my
this?
god!
first?
Oh my
You wanna
god!
talk-
No! Stop! Look! Stop!
Who is
Stop.
this? Who is this? Name and shame.
UK Pride.
Stop!
Is
Don't
this Dodgy Dan?
get it. No,
Nope.
it's fucking Gainsworth. It's Gaines.
Oh, it's gained. Boosted.
Get it off my screen. That's toxic, Sky. But don't fucking show me that again. Love of God. Fuck
I mean,
me.
no. Listen, no. You wanted interesting things to talk about. Let's talk about buying Hood and then buying an item that nullifies the thing
Yeah,
that Hood does.
don't go Hood into BKB. Never do that. Never.
Let's talk
ever,
about
ever.
having a Mithril Hammer in your backpack
over
in
Quelling.
exchange for your quelling
Okay. Well, as an aside, to all
and
you
no talents.
to all you young and upcoming offlaners, don't go. Okay, going Hood into BKB is acceptable in borderline 0 games.
Point one.
Borderline. There are a few, but borderline. Don't do it. It's not good. It's bad. It's very bad. I get you want the Ring of Health regen for your Soul Ring, but Bracer's good enough Please, you're against what? He was against Spectre Tide lane. Why do you have a Ring of Health in that lane? What? I don't
Just go
understand.
double brace and slap the fuck out of him.
Yeah, I don't understand what that's for at all. What? Why
Should
would
we
you Ring of
just
Health?
rewatch? Should we just rewatch this from that perspective?
Jesus.
Start the
Christ.
game again.
Initiator as
Start
well.
the game again. Watch it from Mars's perspective.
No,
I mean-
he hasn't consented to it, so
No, no, it's very true.
You know,
But-
we're
yes,
doing an
agreed.
ethical review. You know, the board won't approve
No,
it.
no,
etc.
agreed. But I would say I remember distinctly seeing that this your net worth was the same as the Mars's at like minute 10 or something like around 12, which should not happen. He should be rich. He should 100% be rich in that lane. Like he should be 4K minute, no, net worth of 10 minutes at least. Because there's no contesting him whatsoever. Like it's nothing.
And they had 2 towers at that point.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
extra
Anyways,
gold.
moving on.
Buy blankets.
Oof.
I legit want to watch from that perspective. I think it'd be a lot.
Well,
We can ask him if
We'll
we feel like.
DM games in games in future. In fact, can we discuss one of your?
Should I
most
do it
recent-
now? I can
Feel
do it now.
free. Go
Alright,
for it
where
if
is
he's online.
We're chilling here. We're trying to find a Weaver, I think, here.
Okay. I mean, you're getting Roche. Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any particular risk with you not being there. Like, okay, so obviously as an offlaner, especially Sanking, you want to be at Roche fights because you are your team's like most often go. But here it's fine because the enemy's go hero is gone.
And we see Weaver.
And you see Weaver, so it's clear you're not getting contested, and you can do the Roche without like too much stress. So it's fine for you to be trying to chase a kill as well.
I haven't seen this before.
I don't know what this Weaver's doing.
Making space. See a BKB?
Don't know if I want to be making space. Okay, no, this is fine. I don't like him TPing. Whoa, do you TP base rather than top tier 1? Yeah, okay, it's a slight inefficiency
We're
thing.
not taking his replay.
Sorry, but okay, fine. Sorry.
But also he's also making space in an area we want to reset in any way.
Yeah, no. The
I mean,
overall
we can
play
also go
is
top,
not
so.
too bad, but I think him TPing top would be just slightly more elite.
Yeah, no, but what I mean is that we don't really mind resetting a bit here, pushing out bottom, and then going top. So I don't.
As in, you're
know
saying
what-
So you're saying that he'd prefer to be doing that same thing in top to the top wave?
I'm actually not sure.
Or
But I'm
which
saying it's
which
not
lane do you think is the
necessarily
best for him to do that? Ideally for him.
I'm not sure if it's space created necessarily for the risk that's involved.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, fine.
Because
I
it's
mean-
not like he's stopping.
I mean, the point being that your lanes are already shit, so him cutting a wave, like, if your wave's at your tier 2 and he cuts the next wave, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because, you're not making any ground, so who cares?
Yeah.
So yeah, fair enough, I see what you mean. Okay, so you're hitting creep. Yeah, fine. So right now you just want to be more or less with your team, you want to finish off the remaining tier 2s. Okay. So you're sitting in the triangle, very good place to be. You're making sure mid never gets shoved out, and in exchange your Spectre is going and shoving top wave. So yeah, cool. Nothing remotely sus here. This is very clean.
Okay. Kane says yes, by the way.
He says yes, we can.
He says yes, we can.
Okay.
Do you want to swap already?
Well, okay. What?
Finish the game from Highway's perspective, and then we'll go back.
Okay. Fine.
How long
See-
is the game though?
How long is it? That's a good
see.
question.
Wait, you're the driver. You tell us.
It's 42 minutes. That's quite long.
That's 50 more minutes. Does anything else interesting happen?
I can check the graphs.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
So slow dwindle from here.
Well, this is a different game.
This is a different game.
That is indeed. That is indeed.
Oh my god. This is a
Meteor
very different
Hammer.
game. Yeah, don't look at that one. Don't look at that one. Don't look at that one.
Sky, what's your opinion on Nice Talker Meteor Hammer?
Jesus Christ.
It's
Yeah,
a
but
50-minute game.
How would that work?
Can you just speed through it like 8 times speed or some shit then?
Yeah. How it would work, Sky? That's a very good question.
Did it work?
No.
I mean, I didn't win the game. I haven't won any game with it. But...
Why are you trying it? Why do you think it would work?
What do you mean? How do you come up with innovations ever?
Skylight, are you fucking stupid?
The basis of innovation is
Logic.
like no,
No.
like a thought and blind
Okay.
justification.
Okay,
right?
okay. Do you want me to
Games-
justify it?
Gaines says Media Hamas is only for the PL Naga matchup.
No,
Unfortunately,
you just
no.
go Ags. Hello?
Yeah.
What?
So do you want the quick justification?
no,
Okay,
no,
first
keep,
off,
keep
the
going through
idea-
8 times speed though, whilst you do it.
Don't say kill the tower. I'll murder you.
Uh,
Right. Okay.
so the idea comes from I've seen two people in NA do it.
NA,
Right.
by the way.
NA where
Uh,
nothing happens till like minute 50.
Yeah, Moo and
Right.
Gunner have been doing it. Moo has done every night circle game. No one else has adopted it though, for probably good reasons. But the idea is, I mean, obviously it gives you some tower pressure. It does increase your farming, and it makes you a bit more viable during daytime. And during nighttime, you can just run between tier 1s and pressure towers. But you can't use it at all in fights because you have no setup. And it also, like, the stats are pretty good for you because on Night Stalker you need a mana regen item desperately.
Yeah.
No.
So it's the first item you build, but it's not good. I don't think it's good.
Oh, okay. So well, let's counter that. The best way to push towers, I find, is when the
Hit
entire
them.
enemy team is dead.
Ah, I see.
True,
yes.
true.
Right?
I had the same
Ma-
experience the game I built Meteor Hammer on
Yeah.
Night Stalker.
Yeah, you have a mana regen item in Echo Saber,
Okay, yeah, nothing else interesting happens this game. We can review it from the other perspective.
and
Okay, here's a hero I can talk about. Let's go.
also Shard. Just buy Shard, man. It's so good.
Is it?
Nightstalk Shard's so
I don't think I've
nice.
tried it.
I
at all.
buy it.
It is a
pretty
lot
much
better
every
now,
game.
but I don't. Ooh, I don't like that though. I don't like every game.
No, like the games where I need it, because it pretty much allows you to survive. Like, what's the worst feeling on a Night Stalker? Is popping your ult in a fight, right? And you take a lot of damage, and you
Yeah.
have to back off, and you can't reliably commit again. But you can just, go off, eat a creep, can be friendly,
Okay.
and then suddenly you're like back at full health, and you can actually pressure again.
Okay, so let's go back
Let's
to the
see
very
most. Dying
beginning
items.
of the lane.
Okay,
Very
do we want we can't watch an entire
No.
entire
We're just
game
gonna
of
watch
this,
like
but-
we're just gonna
Laning
watch like the
phase.
first 10 minutes
Okay.
basically, because that indicates like the itemization. We basically watch until like Blink is not bought, more or less.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
starting items. This is fine.
I like this.
This is completely fine. Yes, you have sufficient. Can you check the Rubik's region?
What's against Tide Spectre?
Okay, so the only concern is you might have to ferry out more regen, but that's it. Okay.
I don't like
That's yours,
boots. I
looking
don't like
good,
boots on
looking good.
Rubik. Boots on Rubik implies that you're gonna not be able to lane. Range creep?
Pog.
Almost a deny.
That was inefficient. You could have hit the Spectre bunch. Don't know why you were backing off in that situation. We're playing like we're not strong, but we are strong. Okay. Rubik's blocking a camp, I guess. Dewarding a camp, rather. Okay.
But I mean, this could, the optimization could be like a player preference thing. While we
you
might
click the
agree that
mouse?
it's a bit of a
Wait.
grief, but he did the same on Sand King the next game. He didn't buy Blink, I think.
Can you change the hotbar?
Yeah, change it to Mars.
Am I not?
No, we see green.
Rubik.
Do you not? What do you
No.
see?
No,
I wasn't watching, to be honest.
Cool. Okay,
Right.
fine.
Caraway's got his coaching for the day. He doesn't care anymore.
Yeah.
He only
Got it
cares
for
about
free as
himself.
well.
Fucking Harry, dude.
Why is a bracer not being buried yet?
Yep.
You have the money.
I agree.
You
I
want
like
these
Bracer
bracers coming
Tangos. Yeah.
ASAP? No, I don't like. I think in a lane like this, you want that fast bracer coming on the courier. W.
Yeah, but he has
Hello?
enough gold
Okay.
for Bracer Tangos, bro.
We just lost two melee creeps for no reason.
Forget
So
this-
would you
yeah.
not consider, because you think Bracers is so good that you wouldn't consider like a stick?
I'm happy with going a 1-2 as
It's a
well.
spammy lane.
I'm completely happy with going like Bracer 1 instead of double Bracer. I'm
He's
completely
been
fine with that.
soloing.
I'm okay. In general, I think that if you have like Bracer 1 soaring is like that's okay if you have those three items. Like that's like fine. I'm not upset.
I don't think wand. I think stick.
I mean,
I think,
you
like,
go
double
one because you
bracer-
have you go one because of the inventory because you have double branches.
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
That's
true.
why you go
Double-
one. Like,
That's true.
it's not like it's not great, but you have the double. You're hugely incentivized because of the fact you have the double branch. Okay. Is this? Did he ferry out anything? Okay, he ferried out the soaring immediately. I mean, I don't like that honestly.
I don't like it.
But
I mean, we
so
just shoved a wave that we had control over. We just mashed spells
Okay,
into it.
I don't like the lane. I don't like this rush soaring either.
So his reasoning, I assume, is that he feels the lane is going very well. Is that when you go soldering on Mars?
I mean,
That you're not under pressure.
No, I
you
think
have to
people-
be completely no pressure.
Yeah.
I think. But like in this lane, even just like a Spectre, your health trade with soaring is so shit. Like I don't think the soaring purchase lets you trade favorably is my thing, because the Spectre entire shtick is that, you know, when she takes damage, she gives it back to you. So you're taking 150 damage to use a Q, and then there's still like, and then that Q is going to be 8% less efficient in terms of damaging her, and you take that damage back. Like you want to like, in order to win Spectre lanes, you have to not give a fuck about Spectre like tankiness, right? It's more of a sustain thing, right? So if you go soaring, then you like, it's half the time I feel like in this lane you're going to be afraid to click your soaring, or clicking soaring is not going to be good. You know? Like I don't think soaring lets you trade favorably here at all. I'd rather just be a stronger hero. Okay, Gain says the soaring is 100% grief without bracer or wand. Okay, so I agree, Gains. I like. Okay, and he gets tangos. Ooh. Okay, fine.
Griefed by Rubik taking a CS.
Oh, those are my favorite ones, where the guy goes, yeah, you wouldn't have got it.
Mid-right click you.
Alternatively, fuck off, my CS. Oh, CS lol. I mean, like, you're not clicking soaring here, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is a perfect example why soaring is really sad here. But, I mean, Gaines already said he agrees it's bad, so fine. Early phase as well, like, it's okay. But, like, early phase, I tend to view more as, like, you're actively chasing down / winning the lane. And that's not how I view the Spectre matchup. Especially not Spectre Tide. Like, you're not gonna be like running them down that much.
I think that soaring did more damage to Gains than it did to the enemy team.
Yeah, that's because
it's like sacrifice 150 to like 70.
He is the highest net worth.
Yeah, but that's with like subpar trading and subpar itemization.
Yeah. What do you think of Orb Corrosion this game?
I like it more than Phase Rush.
Like, I think in the past when I was playing Miles Offlane, I would do like Tango's Oov, double branch, and play the lane like that. And then
oh my god!
Stuff later.
I only like Overcursion because it's double melee, and it's a Spectre melee as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's the situation I'm okay with it. But again, we can see, I mean, again, the Sol Ring's grief because you have to fucking ferry out a salve in exchange for it, and you're weak in lane, right? Like, this is a free Mars lane. This is like, mwah, this is perfect. Like, what the fuck they do to you? They do nothing. This is a lane where W is the most broken spell in fucking Dota. This is the kind of lane that gets W nerfed by 10 mana cost. I also think that if you go soaring in this lane, seeing how it is, you definitely take E. Because you need to have some kind of favorable sustain. Like, if you have E in this lane, then the Spectre can't click you ever.
Well, 1Q, 2WE.
No, I'm fine with I'm fine with Q. I'm fine with double. Yeah, 1-1 and then or 2-1-1. Like, I think that W max is kind of subpar now, especially without damage talent. Such.
Soaring backpack.
Soaring backpack.
Hello.
Inefficiency. Okay, so do we get this? Okay, if we get the Ring of Health before the phase boots, then it is then I think the build is bad, but it's it's logical. If we get the phase rings first, then I think there's no logic in it. It's bad and illogical. Because the only reason,
No, sorry, go.
The only reason you want soaring, the only reason you want the Ring of Health here is because your lane is you've given yourself on regen, right? That's the only reason you want the Soul Ring, Ring of Health. Or am I crazy?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I feel like we're trying to band-aid some.
I mean, it's not too late. It's not too late. Like, just buy a bracelet. Yes, Nappa, this is a very Mars favored lane. This is like top 5 lanes. They don't do anything to you. They don't touch you.
It's like we're putting a sticking plaster over the broken window at this point.
And you can see that now he's 200 net worth lower than the Spectre. What's a CS?
I will check. Dödande träffar, en nekande is 24.
So he's got 8 denies and
wait.
far fewer CS. This is the wave coming in, and he's still a lot behind the Spectre into the net worth. And he's getting out-leveled, actually. Damn. My bad. In Swedish.
True.
Didn't realize Swedish had a phrase for that.
I do like the. I mean, in general, like I can. Another reason why FaZe is good this game in this lane is because Tide did so much. It was Tide is about like minus armor and shit. Like having armor is pretty lit. So Soul Ring like early, or the Ring of Health, not the Ring of Health, the Ring of Protection early is also kind of cool here. But okay. Oh. So I assume that selling that chainmail means we're going the Ring of Health.
He's greeding the Ring of Health.
I mean, that's not greed. You have to do it. I'm pretty sure. But I think you're already way too full. Okay. Like I don't know. Like okay, we saw. Okay, that's just okay. I mean, I agree that going for the play is correct. I was gonna say that if you don't use a Soul Ring here, then yeah, whatever. But it's I mean, sometimes the enemy laner is just too agile for you, so they fuck off. Although I would say that if you use a Soul Ring, you have to commit the spell. Even if it's not gonna spear them to anything, like just use it, because otherwise then you're. Okay. So yeah, I mean now this is a point of it's an 8-minute Ring of Health, right? This is not
healthy.
It's not early enough in the lane for it to be meaningful. You're now only 400 above this Sand King, who's got a pretty shit lane. Okay, don't use your Soul Ring there. I'm pretty sure since you have your Ring of Health.
I'm more confused as to why this Tide was just allowed to walk away unabused. Like, look at that. It's one fade, right?
Yeah, you're right.
He should die at least. Okay.
No, that happens. Don't laugh at Mars players. That happens. Thank you very much.
I wouldn't know. That hero's stupid. And
that happens. Mars melee range spears are the hardest spears to land. Because if the enemy's good, they can never get hit.
That hero's like Batrider. It's a stupid concept. It shouldn't exist.
You're a stupid concept. Soul Ring,
True.
by the way.
Mana overrated.
Nick Viben.
In my mind, I'm looking to ult as soon as
you don't kill.
Spears off cooldown. Doesn't matter. Knock him out of the lane.
I disagree. You have to. I mean, you have to be ulting the. You don't kill. Does Tide have a point in Kraken Shell? He does, right? Can I see? That's not Tide. Oh, it is Tide. Okay, yeah, he does.
Tide.
So you don't kill Tide. So I don't.
I mean, you do though. It's 600 damage. The threshold at level 1.
Oh,
I know this because I.
Okay.
Yeah, I know this because I took it. I took it earlier today, trying to avoid a level 1 gank, and I was like, why is it not proccing? 600 threshold is 2/3. It's like 40. It's 80% of my health pool at level 1. But it's not good.
Yeah. So you kill the
here's
Tide.
the
Okay, the point is, if you don't get a kill with your fucking level 1 ult, with your first ult, then you're really sad, and you don't kill a Spectre in this lane. So.
Was pretty close.
It was close, but that was with a Weaver TPing.
True.
Right? Like, a Weaver came and you still didn't kill a Spectre. So, yeah. And then you die. Okay, so now, this Ring of Health, you gotta, like... So he's going Ring of Health because there's what? There's Sand King and Ember and the Willow. So, like, I can conceptually see why you want the hood, but, like... Blink BKB, though. You know?
I would have kept it casual Ring of Health.
I can see that. Sure. It depends on how rich I am. Like, it depends on this. Okay, so after this, I get my phase boots and I'm going for Blink, right? Yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
I can see a world where, similar to what Harry did, he sold items to get his Blink. I can see a world where, as the Mars player, you're like, I need this Blink, so you sell the Ring of Health. Because it's not doing, like, I'm completely okay with that. Like, Blink 400 gold earlier is obviously a huge deal. Yeah?
Yes.
But yeah, so obviously you shouldn't be this poor, and then yeah, you don't go Blink, which is kind of an oof.
Side note, isn't it insane how much Dota still values Spectre? Like, look at this win probability. As their net worth increased in their favor, win probability stayed in our favor.
Yeah.
And even increased.
I mean, it's also Tinker versus Spectre, right? I'm sure that.
Wait, am I looking at this wrong?
No. Win probability is the green thing along the bottom.
Yeah.
So it is your favored. It's dire favored. Filth favored. and it never goes to their favor.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how much that takes into account hero rolls. Because like Tinker obviously conceptually is fucked this game if it's core, right? Ember and Spectre, like they really do that. Is Tinker level 7? Yes, he's level 8. Higher level than his core and his
Well, he's been popping off.
Yeah, I mean he slayed Haraway and
Yeah.
Polarized. They dumped his bot, and yet you still look at the net worth and you still see the Mars being. Did he take Tome? I have no clue. Did he take Tome? Probably. I could see the Rubik of taking Tome as well. Yeah, well, Flash bad. Flash is bad.
Flash.
Flash. I mean, yeah. Don't get baited by Hood on Mars in general.
I mean, the thing is, because I disagree with what you guys said about late Hood, so I'm super fine with transitioning this into a Hood or maybe something else later. Like getting Blink and then back to Hood.
Okay, are you getting
really value
BKB
Hood.
this game?
Yeah, probably, but
Then don't go Hood.
Basically.
No, like, okay. On Mars, your timings are obviously super critical, right? And you're a hero that wants to be a strong hero, yeah? And you're not particularly good if you're a hero that's getting gone on. If you're getting gone on, oftentimes you're dying, right? Like, and that's okay. Like, it's okay if you
Wow, that's hanking.
yeah, that Sanking's fucking terrible. SMH. It's okay if you go in and you die. That's okay. Obviously, ideally you don't. But Hood is what? 1 point... How much gold? 1.7?
yeah, but this is
Five?
in this case he already bought the ring, right? We're talking about in a scenario where he's bought the ring.
Okay. I would still not be comfortable investing another 800. Because
They saw.
Not even 800, it's 675.
Fine, 700. I would still not be comfortable investing another 700.
How is Gaines playing so far up? You saw the Ember TP in. You literally
Oh,
pinged.
the tanking TP
Without
as
ult.
well.
Oof.
Now he sees it.
Like what? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you run. You run the fuck away. You shout your team, we're not taking this
Just
fight
TP.
without
I hope
Mars
he
ult.
TPs. Please TP. TP now. Don't get involved. TP. TP.
Yeah, like, I don't know. 700 gold, delaying your blink and your BKB. Oof.
No. Sorry, this is I'm talking about going back for the
He's
Hood
talking
after
after Blink. And
Even,
the answer,
even
I would still
after
say
blink,
no.
I would still
I'd still
not
say
like
no.
the Hood. 700 away from Hood. 700 gold on your BKB is so much.
But I think it's a lot less than 700 for a Blink.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, a huge agreement, but it's still so much. Like, especially, I don't know. I don't know. Like,
I'm not even sure if the magic damage output from Dire is worth the Hood this game.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay. Do you subscribe to the idea that Hood is about living, like guaranteeing yourself living through the magic damage, or is it just surviving longer?
Living.
So you don't buy Hood if it just means you like survive longer in the fight and get like more spells off. You actually want to like actively be not dying because of it.
Yeah. I mean,
I
that's
don't
what it
think
is,
those
right?
two are
It's damage
mutually
block.
exclusive, but-
It's blocked. You know, it's for nullifying damage as
Yeah,
well as
no,
the reduction.
agreed. But my point is that I don't think Hood saves you. I don't think Hood keeps you alive in these fights.
No,
I
it
think you
doesn't.
still die.
Hood, you like there are some games where like Hood will keep you alive during these fights, and that's when it's a good Hood game, because either like the sheer amount of reduction you're getting, because it's like a team of like 4 or 5 magic dealers that makes Hood good, or it's a team where like you know they have such little magic damage that you don't need it, and like this game is sort of in between, I'd say. I think like he dies regardless, right? If they get their full combo off.
I mean,
Hood
yeah, the
will
hero
not save
dies
him.
in fights. The hero's not
Hood-
going to live until BKB.
Hood will not save him.
Yes.
So like he needs BKB. If Hood saved him
Sure.
because they had
Maybe.
one less magic dealer, sure.
Yeah.
But also a lot of the magic damage coming out of this team could be nullified by locking them down. In the sense
Go
of, like,
Mage Slayer, Pog.
Mage
Mage
Slayer's
Slayer
fine.
with W is insane. Holy shit, I need to do that.
Mage Slayer's not even that bad. I did it on Tired earlier. I think it's pretty.
I want to do it on Mars. W with Mage Slayer. Oh, Mage Slayer
Where is
Axe.
that?
Let's go. This is patented. Don't copy it.
I'm gonna try it later. Hood
Okay.
just seems cursed.
So we agree 100% that not going the blink is 100% cursed. This
Yes.
is so illegal. It's criminal. Your team does nothing without blink.
Team can't do anything. Like your ult's off cooldown. What are you gonna do with it?
And this is not a fight where you can walk into a fight. Like, okay, some games conceptually, even if your team has bad initiation, you can walk into a fight, right?
Yeah.
You're not walking into an Ember, into a Tide, into a Spectre, into a Willow, and into a Sand King. Those are not heroes you're walking into. So,
Gank or nothing.
yeah.
Uh oh.
What the fuck is... what is this?
Let's ignore that for now.
Give him a Twitch link. Give him a Twitch link. You can learn.
Oh, Jesus. Okay,
This is how not to play Mars.
Okay, when do we... Let's just watch until we change away from the blink on the shift queue. That's
Yeah.
the final decision.
Should I speed it up?
1.5, I guess. But I'm okay with like going. Okay, I'm not like hugely upset about the idea of going back for the hood after the blink. I personally don't like it and would never do it. Definitely not this game, but I can see the reasons why, and I'm kind of like accept it. Also, the first minute we got a neutral item was 17 minutes. That's
But I can also understand the idea if you're a natural BKB builder who wants to go an early item BKB, it feels sus to go back for a hood.
yeah. I mean,
Hood was popped during that.
yeah. I mean, okay.
Didn't do
much.
nothing.
Didn't do nothing.
Gave you half a second worth of chain stun. More
What
survival.
timing do you reckon this blink would be if he got it?
You'd have it now. I mean, it'd be like a
Yeah.
Well, you know, is an
15
after the
minutes.
hood, after the hood, after the hood.
after the hood.
Yeah. So, like, from this point in time,
22?
right now, what time is the blink getting? Because that's the
22.
thing you need to wait. That's like 100% the thing you need to have, right? The blink. Okay, currently it does feel like we're just running into the enemy and running it down. Like, okay, this, like, I mean, this happens on Mars sometimes, or, I mean, on offlanes in general, right? You're not prioritizing the importance of your own items,
Yeah.
which is an important discipline to have, because one does need to recognize that you are a hero, especially Mars, that has certain timings, and you do need to meet them. And if you're a hero walking around with just a hood at 20 minutes into the game, you know, that ain't it, Chief.
And I mean, your team is essentially waiting for your blink to
Yeah,
go.
your team's ability to fight is waiting on you, critically. Like, you can force things as long as you want to be blue in the face, but your team's ability to fight will be hugely dampened by the fact you don't have initiation cleanly, and you can't, like, make things happen on your own. The only way your team can fight is if you run at towers, but running at towers is very bad because they have a Sand King and a Tide. So, you can't just run at towers. And so, like, and at the same time, the enemy team isn't great at forcing shit on you, so there's not a huge punishment for you playing relatively safely and just farming. Like, you know, the Sand King can make a gank happen, but that's mostly it. The towers aren't going to be falling super quickly, you know, it's 20 minutes, they have a Spectre Ember cores, and Sand King. Towers aren't, like, hugely in danger.
By the way, the net worth has updated because it bugged out. But as you can see, it's very, very, very far behind now.
Yeah, I mean...
Between you, that's... I mean, it's because the...
I mean, now the map... I mean, now... Yeah, go.
So even with this build, say you go this build,
Mhm.
have we seen anything that he could improve on that makes him not this poor? Or is this just a result of the state of the game, where they're now behind because they...
Run it down lanes harder.
I mean, in terms of playstyle, they've been forcing a bunch of fights and not farming.
Yeah.
Like, they've been choosing to try and force things, probably because of the fact that their mid and carry felt relatively strong. But there was a lot of these fights, they didn't have a particular reason to try and force it. They didn't have to. And so it is just a matter of running at enemies when you're not actually capable of running at enemies. Like, this blink could have been gotten even after the hood and everything else, certainly by now, 100% by now, right? Do you disagree?
No.
No, for sure.
So
I mean, yeah, I agree. It's literally what I said. Run down lanes. Pretend you're strong, basically.
So you could 100% have your blink. I mean, I'd fucking sell QB here for the blink. Fuck me. Is this where we decide to not go to blink or what?
I assume so. It's very, yeah.
It gets-
Okay.
It
That's
got-
that's a
got to the
cock tease.
threshold.
That's a
got to the
cock tease.
threshold and says, eh.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I mean, you can analyze the decision. So the decision being made here is you have. So this is you can get blink, but you decide that it's not worth it, right?
I think in his head he's thinking they're going on us regardless. I don't need it. You know, they're doing the distance gap close.
Yeah.
All I need to do is position well enough to respond.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to be a fucking god to position that well.
But if you can, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. This do be looking kind of sad.
I mean, it's just, oh yeah. I mean, you just nullified your hood now as well, haven't you? By buying this.
I mean, if you go, I mean, yeah, okay. Any game where you go hood into next item BKB, yeah, something's obviously sad. Oh, gone wrong. Doing this, but instead of offlane switching blink to BKB, it's carry switching BKB to blink because crit, because 2 gold. Nice. Only do that when you're losing your base. And then we're gonna have the situation where what do we get the BKB in the end? What time do we get the BKB? I'm gonna predict 30 minutes.
I mean, I can check.
You can,
Does he
just
get-
yeah, you just check.
Does he even get it by the end?
30 minutes? It's 30 minutes, isn't it? It's 30 minutes.
30 minutes, and then he goes shard, and then he goes death.
Okay.
Deso. Why would we go Deso? Are we lacking damage this game?
They shouldn't be, but I can see. I mean, actually, I can see it being towards the end, Spectre and Sand and Tide, but yeah, okay. Like you've gone for a 30-minute BKB, which is very sad, right? Like,
So subpar.
ultimately your game has been hugely gimped by yourself. Like if you go first item hood and then well, what timing was the hood?
Let's see.
17-ish?
15,
15.
14.
15.
15. So you get a 15-minute hood, which is already not ideal. And then your next item is a 30-minute BKB. So that's what? That's 4k gold in 13 minutes?
I would also say that when you are very far behind,
Mhm.
the only way back is by stun locking a core and killing them.
Yes, stun's good.
Especially if the opponents have no save.
Which they do not have. I
They do
mean,
not have-
it depends on how you consider Ravage. Ravage doesn't save, but it's
Yeah, but
it's
you have
interrupt.
BKBs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they don't currently, right? It's part of the problem. The other
But I
two
mean, even
do.
in this stage of the game,
Yeah,
like going
yeah.
death instead of blink, it's not too late to go blink. It's like it is a comeback mechanic.
Yeah. Agreed. Okay. Well, that's I think more or less everything we want to talk about in this game.
Yeah.
Harry, I'm sure you've learned a lot from your replay. What would you like to say if you would like to summarize a few notes for our young and upcoming UK's finest offlaner?
I mean, I don't have much to say about games. I don't want to.
Fair enough.
You know, rough
Sky,
game.
do you have any opinions?
Who are we talking about? Gains or Howie?
Both.
Both.
Yes.
Recognize the lane you're in,
Yeah.
and whether or not you're strong or weak, and manage your creeps better. Don't
Is this me or gains?
Both.
both of you. You both bad.
Don't get baited by level 2 Q, even if you think you might get a kill
Yeah,
because of it.
It wasn't even that. It was just like pulling back on your range creep when you're stronger than them. I don't know. I don't think you should be doing that. I think you should be waiting for them to pull it back, and then using that time to shove 3 melee creeps at them early, and then hit them with nukes, and then that gives you a free deny on yours, and lane control because you can just pull it back. It's the off lane.
I do actually think, or one thing that I want to
see-
say. Go. Sorry.
Okay, let me finish. I see a lot of people when they see the carry pull the melee creeps onto their ranged. I see a lot of offlaners mirror that movement, but that's the wrong thing to do. The thing you should be doing if you're stronger than that carry at level 1, you should be playing up on the carry, especially if it's a range carry. Getting that melee creep, getting that range creep on the enemy teams dead as fast as possible, and then suddenly they're stuck with 3 range creeps or 3 melee creeps hitting them because there's no melee creeps nearby to take aggro.
When was this? Do you remember?
I mean, in this game, it was Mars. It's like it was on. Mars
Okay, I thought it was me.
No.
Then I don't care.
Oof.
Okay.
The one thing
So
I'd say.
you're not gonna go find it.
No. No, fuck that.
I mean, I can. Well, I can find it actually.
You
It
find
must
it.
have been
It's
pretty
literally
early,
first
though,
wave.
right?
Literally the first wave. It's
Oh, okay.
always the same. So you both level 1. Wave comes in, and of course, unless I'm misremembering, which would be classic me. So like, okay, so we have the wave here. Make it slow. Make it slow.
Okay.
Right.
Slower.
Just now, Mars has pulled the creeps back onto his range, right? And that's when you play right up and you kill this enemy range creep fast out.
You bonk the enemy hero and the range creep. It's
Yeah,
giga
you
value.
You get both. You get the attack speed slow.
And then
Okay.
you hit them, and they're like, ah, fuck, what do I do? I've been bonked.
Why? I mean, you could also go for the melee creep deny. So he could have had it that
I
time.
prefer hitting the Spectre, personally, but...
Spectre's good as well. In general, though.
The
Like
one
I
thing
don't think you need to pull. If you're a stronger laner, you don't need to pull
Oh yeah, no, this is really bad.
onto your range
You
creep.
should be hitting. Like, this is just hit them. Who gives a fuck? Like, what are they
This
gonna
does
do?
nothing except give them massive wave
Yeah.
push.
Yeah.
And you know that pos 5 blocks your hard camp, and if that's not unblocked, wow, you kind of griefed.
But I think, as you said, this is a bad habit that a lot of offlaners have, where you sort of automatically try to pull it back into a better position for the lane, but not realizing that it's obviously gonna make the wave die faster and gonna push.
I think the only time it's acceptable to pull back onto your ranged is when it's so close to the enemy tower range that by pulling back pulling back their melees and letting your melees go to hit the enemy range creep takes them under the tower range,
Yeah.
and then you get automatic lane push. Otherwise, it's just grief as fuck. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Because lanes are everything.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters.
Cloud?
the one thing I'd say for the Sand is if you're a true ascended IQ Chad, you like, and I think the Giga correct play is just be super Giga disciplined and just take W.
Yeah.
Like, I think that, like, I guess hindsight to some extent, but like if you're super 100% disciplined and focused, you just take W there and you say fuck it.
Yeah.
Also that. Also that.
And that changes the dynamics a lot of the lane. I think it makes it a lot better.
I agree.
I think in retrospect, even in long term, getting the kill, I would still not necessarily value it as highly as getting W. I think.
Because it's so risky
Yeah.
when you're not, like, it's super fine if you're snowballing a lane to go 2 points in Q and 1 point in E and no points in W.
Yeah,
I think that's super fine. Because then it's not risky. You will get your points in W without feeding a lane.
Yes,
But
exactly.
here you like, all I'm waiting for is level 2 Sandstorm.
Exactly.
Then I am strong in lane. Then I'm fine. Then I'm gonna be, Gucci.
And
delaying
then
it is so hampering.
and then I was gonna say, just for the Mars, buy braces. Braces good. Don't buy hood. Hood bad. That's the simplest summary.
Hood haters.
How about alternatively, instead of soaring on Mars, I would accept double Falcon Blade.
Do not go double Falcon Blade. Go Ags before you go double Falcon Blade.
I've seen gyrocopters do double Falcon Blade. It looks so scuffed, but it works so well. It's
God
very
fucking
stupid.
damn it. I heard
Double
Chads don't
Falcon
build
Blade
Midas
Max,
Pos
though.
3. No, Nappa, you heard wrong. Midas is the Giga Chad on offlane. Because it means you're like, fuck my cores. That's the most Chad that you can build.
If you go Midas, it either means that like your hero can't buy anything early that's going to make a good difference to the lane or the game in general. I had that once recently on a Dawnbreaker game where like my hero doesn't do anything just because of the nature of theirs. So I try and Midas Dagon and it works. My team hated me, but
I go Midas for two primary reasons or thinking. One, I don't trust my team.
two.
That's like the primary one, right? I be it either because they're low MR, because I just don't think that the heroes are necessarily going to be able to pop off or whatever. And two is that I don't think that I guess ultimately that my early items will result in me chain feeding, or they're not that relevant ultimately. My timing, if I don't go to Midas, will be not strong relative to the rest of my team, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Hey, I have a hypothetical question.
Yeah.
If you're done with talking about this game,
Yeah.
do you think Hexen from R12?
Yes.
Vaguely.
And Raptus. Do you think Raptus is a fair replacement for Hexen? Just hypothetically.
No.
Think it's a rig?
Yes.
Giga rig.
Giga rig?
Yes.
Well, you say it's a grig.
It's. I mean, I've seen Hexen play, and I've seen Raptors play.
Are you telling your captain to not allow a certain stand-in?
It's a hypothetical. It's not related to any real world.
Okay.
What's
okay.
the MMR difference?
I
lot.
think Raptors has deboosted a lot, so I think he's sub 6k, but I'm not sure. So I think they're the same because Hexen is 5.8, and I think Raptors is something similar. No?
What's your MMR right now, Ray? I see a 4 at the beginning of your number.
I got shamed today. I
Wait,
had
what?
a person shame me because I was rank 4k.
Am I close to you?
Yeah.
Podcast?
When you're
Oh,
close to
I
the
can't wait
sky,
to
then you are to
message some
me.
guy.
Oof! I remember Haraway
truly the
pushing
half.
7k.
Truly the half an offlaner.
Yeah.
Well, surely it's still you though, because you're lower than Haraway, despite
For now,
Haraway running it
give it a
down.
week. Give it a week. Next episode.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Where the
Bye
fuck
bye.
is off stream?